Hendy Woods Campground is a California state park in Philo, California. Hendy Woods allows both tents and trailers. The maximum trailer length is 35 feet. The sites have dirt parking pads, and the campground is a dry campground, which means there are no electric or water hookups. There is drinking water available, and there is an RV water fill. There is a dedicated spot to fill up your fresh tank. There is also a dump station. It is worth noting that a few of the turns at the dump station and around the campground in general are a little bit tight. Just make sure you're paying extra attention if you have a larger RV or travel trailer. There are a lot of great campsites at Hendy Woods. Most of the sites are a good size and many of them feel private, especially in the Wildcat Loop. That tends to be our favorite area of the campground, and you really can't go wrong with any of the campsites there. Each campsite does have a tall metal fire pit, a wooden bear box, and a picnic table. There are also flush toilets available and showers. The campground also offers both trash and recycling. And the campground does even offer a couple of cabins. The campground itself doesn't offer any supplies, there's no store there or anything, but there is a small grocery store only a few minutes away. In the town of Philo, they do have a grocery store where you should be able to get supplies. Something fun that they do have at Hendy Woods Campground is a little free library. So if you were looking for a book or looking to share a book, they do have an option to do that there. Another nice feature that the campground offers is they have EV chargers available. So while the sites themselves don't have any electricity, if you have an electric vehicle, if you have an EV, you can charge it there. The campground gets good internet service. There's no Wi-Fi available, but we had a good connection using our Verizon cell service. Now, one of our favorite parts about this campground are all of the trees. This campground has a bunch of old-growth redwood trees. In addition to the redwood trees, you'll also find madrones, Douglas firs, and California laurels. It is worth noting that in addition to all of the beautiful redwood trees and ferns that you'll see here, there is also poison oak. We will often see poison oak on the hiking trails at this campground and sometimes even in the campsites themselves. It hasn't been an issue for us, just something that we make sure to pay attention to. As far as animals go, the campground itself lists deer, bobcats, mountain lions, raccoons, gray foxes, skunks, and chipmunks as animals that roam around the park. There are also occasionally black bears around. During our visits, the number one animal that we always see there are banana slugs. We always see lots of banana slugs around, which is one of our kids' favorite parts about the campground. And we do also see lots of different birds. Depending on the time of year, we have also noticed mosquitoes. We have primarily noticed them around late May. They are not noticeable when we visit in the fall. Now let's talk about some of the activities that you can do around the campground. The first is hiking. There are some great hiking trails there that really let you get a closer look at some of the redwood trees. They even have a discovery trail where you can go through and there's numbered spots and you can read a brochure that has information about each of those different points of interest. They also have a fun trail that lets you check out some hermit huts. The hermit huts are small shelters that were created from the trees, and the kids always have a great time playing around in those. Now, unfortunately, none of these trails are dog friendly. Dogs are allowed at the campground, just not on the trails themselves. When we would camp with our dog here, we always just walked him around the campground loops themselves. Just walking around the campground loops isn't the same as going on a hike, but it is still an enjoyable experience because you're still surrounded by redwoods and beautiful trees. Another fun thing to do at Hendy Woods is they have river access. So you can walk to the river either from the campsite itself, or there is also a day use parking lot that has easy access to the largest hiking trails and to the river. Another fun thing to do at camp is just to ride bikes around. Our kids always enjoy just riding bikes right around the campground loops. They're nice paved roads, and most of the campground is fairly level, so the kids do pretty well riding their bikes around there. If you're looking to go out and check out some stuff outside of the campground itself, one of our favorite places to go is Anderson Valley Brewing. So it's a brewery in Boonville. It's only about a 15-minute drive from the campground, and it's a really nice place to just go and relax. It is dog friendly, so if you're camping with your dog, this is somewhere that you could take your dog. And they have a nice large lawn area. So we always like to go in and get some beers there. You could even get a flight of beers, and then you could bring a picnic lunch and enjoy it outside on the lawn. This is always just an enjoyable outing for the entire family. And they do also have a frisbee golf course right there at the brewery. If you're looking for a nice place to eat, there is a burger joint called Jumbo's Win-Win, which is right in Philo. So it's only about a 6-minute drive from camp. It's one of the closest locations to the campground, and it's a great place to go if you're looking to get a bite to eat. The current cost to stay at Hendy Woods State Park is $45 a night. If you'd like to see what campsites are our favorite, take a look at our blog to see all those details. I'll add a link to it in the video description. I hope this helped give you a better idea if camping at Hendy Woods State Park would be a good fit for you and your family. If it did, please subscribe. Thanks, and happy camping!